going to take a quick tour of Audio Brevity. I'm in my library right now, so I've got all my podcasts here, and we're just going to jump into this first podcast here. This is a podcast I just summarized, and let's just take a look at what a summary looks like. So we've got, or a podcast episode looks like. So get your podcast, you can look at your description if you want. You can see your summary here. One thing I do, and I wrote a blog post about this, is I want to make sure that the sponsors and brands, they are retained. I don't want to strip those out. This isn't an ad blocker. They paid for this episode. We want to make sure that they're getting their due diligence. So you're going to see that here. So I'd love feedback on this and how this is presented. So feel free to send any of those notes. But we got our summary down here. A quick summary about what this episode is about, along with key takeaways. If you want to just read the whole transcript, you can see the whole transcript here. You can also, this is one feature I really like. Let's use the ask feature to ask, how can I prep to talk to this host in a coffee meeting? So funny, in theory, I live in the same town as this guy, and so there's a chance that I might run into him. So hey, this is actually kind of real life here. Now, I was doing this earlier, and OpenAI was running mighty slow on me. So because this is a demo, this is going to go slow. It's going to go slow. It's going to go not as slow as it was. Yes, love that. But yeah, so that's obviously tossing this whole transcript off, and it's getting us a response. Woohoo! So that's going to be super handy in theory if I ever run into this guy. Actually, I'll circle back on this. I don't need to bore you while I'm reading that. If you want to share this episode, killer feature here. Share. Click here. Ta-da! You share this with your friend. This will give them a summary. How many times have you said, oh my gosh, this podcast episode is for you? You're sitting there going, how are they actually going to listen to this thing? They're not going to sit there for 28 minutes and listen to this thing, realistically. But send them this. They actually will get a summary, be able to actually understand what you're talking about. Super handy. That is Audio Brevity in a real kind of simple nutshell. This one is not on an auto summarize because I only snag these on occasion, but let's take a look at kind of what that process is if you got something on auto summarize. So 99% invisible. I want every single one of these. So this is on auto summarize. So I get an email whenever one of these comes in. So handy. Let's just take a look. Doing this live. We're going to do, you know what? Let's just go crazy. We're just going to search business. All right. Diary of the CEO. Grab that. All right, number one brain doctor. All right, grab this. Now, I've got a couple options here. I can just analyze this, and I'll analyze it, dump it into my library. I can come back to it later. Or one thing I really like to do is analyze, send the email. So when I'm kind of going through, boom, this is going to send me an email as it's done analyzing. Now, I'm on the Big Kid user here. So I've got 1,000 episodes. You can try this out for 15 episodes, or you can grab the $7 a month, and that'll give you 200 episodes. You've got question tokens to ask questions. We'll have to do a whole thing on advanced insights. This is in beta. I'm still working on this and would love feedback on this. This ultimately allows you to search and ask questions across all of your episodes. So handy. I really am enjoying this, but would love feedback on how you're using this and ways that we might improve this. And one thing I love, at night, I just do this in dark mode. This all is mobile and responsive, so you can use this on your phone if you want. All right, there's Audio Brevity. Before I go, if you just want to see your summaries, here's your summaries. You just scroll all of them there. I'm thinking about a feed. Would love feedback on whether or not like a scrollable feed of all your summaries. That feels cool. I like that idea. But yeah, keep the feedback coming. Quick tour of Audio Brevity. And yeah, thanks for giving it a try.